What if Elsa and Anna were no longer best friends, but rivals? Let's start the story and see when and why this happened. Once upon a time, in the kingdom of Arendelle, two royal sisters lived in a grand castle. The elder sister, Elsa, was graceful and quiet. She was born with a secret gift: the power to control ice and snow. The younger sister, Anna, was lively, curious, and full of laughter. When they were little, Elsa and Anna played happily together with Elsa's powers. They built snowmen, ice slides, and sparkling castles right inside the palace halls. But one day, an accident happened. Elsa accidentally struck Anna with a blast of magic while they were playing. Anna survived, but her memories of Elsa's magic were erased. From then on, Elsa grew fearful of her own power. The castle gates were closed. Elsa stayed hidden in her room, afraid of hurting Anna again. Anna left lonely. Couldn't understand why her sister no longer played with her. Slowly, a shadow of distance grew between them. Years passed. When Elsa came of age, it was time for a coronation as Queen of Arendelle. For the first time in forever, the castle gates opened. And Anna was excited to meet people again. She also hoped to finally reconnect with Elsa. At first, everything seemed wonderful. But Anna, in her excitement, announced she wanted to marry Prince Hans, a charming visitor from another kingdom. Elsa refused. "You can't marry someone you just met," she said firmly. Anna, hurt and angry, shouted back, "You never let me choose anything. You're always cold and distant." Her words struck Elsa harder than ice. In her frustration, Elsa's powers burst out in front of everyone. Snow and frost spread across the hall. The truth was revealed there. Arendelle's new queen had magic. Panicked, Elsa fled into the mountains, creating a palace of glittering ice. For the first time, she felt free. "Here, no one can control me. Here, I will rule alone," she whispered. But Anna couldn't accept it. She believed Elsa was abandoning not just the kingdom, but her. Riding into the mountains, Anna confronted her sister. "You don't care about me or Arendelle. You only care about your power." Elsa's heart ached. She wanted to explain, but her pride and fear twisted her words. "You don't understand, Anna. You've always been reckless, chasing love and attention. You'll never be fit to rule." Anna's face burned with anger. "Then maybe I should be queen instead of you." From that moment, the sisters became rivals. Elsa raised towers of ice, and Anna gathered the people of Arendelle, trying to fight the endless winter Elsa had created. The kingdom was torn, half loyal to the fiery spirit of Anna, half to the icy strength of Elsa. Days turned into weeks. The once-loving sisters stood on opposite sides, their bond frozen like the land itself. Battles of words and magic filled the air. Elsa summoning blizzards, Anna rallying torches and warmth. But deep inside, both were lonely. Both missed the laughter of childhood, the snowmen, and the games they once shared. Finally, in a fierce clash on the frozen fjord, Elsa's magic struck Anna once more. This time, Anna began to freeze solid, turning into ice before Elsa's eyes. Elsa dropped to her knees, tears falling like warm drops on the ice. "No! Not again! I didn't want this! I only wanted to protect you." Her grief and love poured from her heart, melting the frost that bound Anna. Slowly, Anna thawed, color returning to her cheeks. Anna looked at her sister and whispered, "I was wrong. I let anger blind me. I don't want to be your rival, Elsa. I want to be your sister." Elsa held her close, sobbing. "And I don't want to hide anymore. I want to be your family again." With that, the storm stopped. The snow melted. The sun returned. And the kingdom of Arendelle breathed with life once more. The people cheered not for one sister or the other, but for both. Together, Anna's courage and Elsa's magic ruled stronger than ever. From that day on, Elsa and Anna promised never to let pride or fear turn them into enemies again. For while kingdoms may need rulers, sisters always need each other more. And so, the sisters learned an important truth. Fighting can break families apart, but love always brings them back. The end.
Imagine this. Elsa and Anna, the frozen sisters, stepping aboard the Grand Titanic, a magical ship of dreams, about to face the coldest challenge of all. What if their powers could change history? Let's start the story and see what happened. The year was 1912. The world's largest and most luxurious ship, the Titanic, was ready for her first journey across the ocean. People from all over the world gathered to see her sail, and among the honored guests were two very special sisters, Princess Anna and Queen Elsa of Arendelle. Anna was bursting with excitement the moment she stepped on deck. "Wow, Elsa! Look at the size of this ship! It's like a floating castle!" she exclaimed, twirling in delight. Elsa smiled gently, her icy blue eyes shimmering. "It truly is magnificent, Anna. But there's something about this journey. I feel a chill in the air, and it's not from me." For days, the sisters enjoyed the Titanic's wonders. They danced in the grand ballroom, dined under glittering chandeliers, and laughed with new friends they met on board. Anna loved exploring every corner of the ship, while Elsa often stood quietly by the railings, watching the endless sea with a thoughtful expression. But deep inside, Elsa couldn't shake the uneasy feeling in her heart. Then, the night came. A freezing wind swept across the ocean. The Titanic sailed smoothly, until, with a thunderous scrape, the ship struck something massive. "Iceberg!" the crew shouted. Panic spread everywhere. People ran, lifeboats lowered, voices cried in fear. Anna grabbed Elsa's hand. "Elsa, what do we do?" Elsa closed her eyes. She knew this was the moment she had been sensing. Her breath turned to mist as she whispered, "We save as many as we can." She raised her hands, and with a swirl of frost and snow, bridges of glittering ice formed across the tilting decks, giving passengers safe paths to the lifeboats. Walls of frozen crystal held back the rushing water for precious extra minutes. "Come this way!" Anna shouted, guiding families and children across the icy bridges. Her warmth and courage calmed the frightened hearts around her. "Hold hands! Don't be afraid! We're together!" she encouraged. Elsa's powers sparkled in the night sky, turning the chaos into a shimmering winter wonderland. For a moment, fear was replaced with awe. People felt hope. But the ship continued to sink. Elsa pushed her strength to the limit, freezing doors shut to slow the flooding. Anna stayed by her side, helping every last person she could. Finally, when the lifeboats were nearly full, Elsa collapsed onto the deck, her hands trembling. "Anna, I can't hold it much longer." Anna knelt beside her, squeezing her hand. "You've done enough, Elsa. More than anyone could. You saved them." Together, they climbed aboard the final lifeboat. As the Titanic slowly disappeared into the waves, the sisters looked back, not with despair, but with pride. The survivors huddled together, whispering about the mysterious queen who froze bridges and the princess who gave them courage. Hours later, as the sun rose over the horizon, golden light touched the ocean. Elsa and Anna sat side by side, wrapped in blankets. Anna leaned against her sister's shoulder. "You see, Elsa, even in the coldest night, hope shines through." Elsa smiled softly. "And sometimes, even the strongest storm can bring out the brightest courage." Moral of the story: bravery and kindness can turn even the darkest moments into hope. Every act of courage, no matter how small, can save lives. If you enjoyed this magical frozen story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more adventures. Your support helps bring more stories to life. The end.
What if Elsa and Anna stepped into Alibaba's world and faced the 40 thieves? Long ago, in the warm deserts far from Arendelle, a humble woodcutter named Ali Baba lived quietly, cutting trees to earn his bread. His days were simple until one fateful evening when his life crossed paths with magic greater than he could ever imagine. While gathering wood, Ali Baba heard the thunder of hoof. He hid behind a rock and saw 40 thieves, cloaked in black, ride into the valley. Their leader raised his hand and shouted words that made Ali Baba's heart pound. Open! Sesame! The great rock before them cracked open, revealing a hidden cave filled with mountains of gold, sparkling jewels, and mysterious glowing crystals that pulsed with light. The thieves entered, laughing greedily, and when they left, Ali Baba whispered the same words. The rock opened, and he stepped inside. His eyes widened. It wasn't just gold and jewels. In the center stood a pile of shimmering blue crystals, glowing like frozen ice under the desert sun. Ali Baba filled his bag with a few coins and a single crystal, then hurried home. That night, as Ali Baba slept, the crystal glowed brighter. Suddenly, whoosh! A swirl of icy wind filled his room. Out of thin air, two sisters appeared, dressed in royal gowns, Queen Elsa and Princess Anna of Arendelle. Elsa touched the crystal with awe.
This magic. It's connected to me?
She whispered. Anna looked around, confused but excited.
We're not in Arendelle anymore, are we?
Ali Baba, shocked, bowed before them.
Are you spirits of the treasure?
He asked. Elsa smiled kindly.
No. We're from another land, but this crystal, it called us here. It's dangerous in the wrong hands.
Before they could speak more, a shadow passed across the window. One of the 40 thieves had followed Ali Baba home. He saw the crystal glowing in Elsa's hand and hurried to tell his leader. The next day, Ali Baba heard hoofbeats again, but this time they were coming for him. The 40 thieves surrounded his house. Their leader roared, "Return what you have stolen, and give us the glowing stone, or face death." Ali Baba trembled, but Elsa stepped forward, her eyes shining. She raised her hands, and walls of ice burst from the desert sand, encasing the house. The thieves gasped. They had never seen snow or ice in the burning desert. Still, the leader was cunning. He disguised himself as a merchant and tricked Ali Baba into letting him bring jars of oil to his home. But inside the jars, his thieves were hiding, ready to attack at night. Anna, always curious, noticed the jars weren't moving like oil should. She leaned close and heard whispers. Her eyes went wide.
Elsa, it's a trap.
That night, when the thieves climbed out of the jars, they found themselves surrounded by frost. Elsa spread her arms wide, unleashing a storm of ice that froze the thieves where they stood. The leader drew his sword and charged, but Anna grabbed a lantern and swung it, knocking him back into the frozen wall. With one final strike, Elsa summoned all her power into the glowing crystal. The cave trembled. The thieves' weapons shattered, and icy chains bound them forever. Ali Baba fell to his knees, overwhelmed.
You have saved my life and my family's.
Anna patted his shoulder.
You were brave too. You chose kindness instead of greed. That's what makes a true hero.
Elsa placed the crystal in his hands.
Guard this well, but never let greed control you. Its power is strong, but only the pure-hearted can protect it.
The next morning, the desert sun rose over a transformed land. The cave of treasures lay sealed, guarded by layers of Elsa's eternal ice. The thieves were gone, their greed frozen forever. Ali Baba became known not just as the man who found the treasure, but as the one who befriended two magical sisters from a faraway kingdom. And Elsa and Anna returned to Arendelle, carrying with them a new story, one of courage, greed, and the power of family. From that day, The Tale of Ali Baba, the 40 Thieves, and the Frozen Sisters spread across kingdoms. And children whispered the words not just of treasure, but of magic. Open, sesame, and let the ice shine through. Moral of the story. True treasure is not gold or crystals, but courage, kindness, and family. Greed can destroy, but love and bravery always win. The end.